You wake up a couple of times through the night and you go to pee maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and you think this is just because you have some kind of bladder issue, or maybe just because you have over 50 or 60 years and older. But I'm going to tell you totally, completely different reason why I have all those issues. And also I'm going to give you solution how you're going to remove in a safe and natural way night urination. But let's start with something very important. Why broken sleep is the real danger. Every time you wake up at night, cortisol rises, insulin sensitivity drops, and the blood pressure increases. Your arteries stiffen and visceral fat accumulates, and brain detox slows down. And chronic sleep fragmentation increases the risk of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, belly fat gain, brain fog, anxiety, and the cognitive decline. Because deep insomnia or sleep deprivation is connected with a lot of problems. There is the key hormone involved in night urination. It is called antidiuretic hormone, or ADH. ADH is produced in hypothalamus and released through posterior pituitary gland. Its mission is survival. When you sleep, your body cannot drink water, so ADH rises naturally at night. And why? To signal your kidneys hold on to water, don't waste it. Your kidney filters massive amount of fluid every day, but ADH determines how much water is resorbed back into circulation instead of become urine. And when ADH functions correctly, urine production drops during the sleep, and urine becomes more concentrated. You sleep 6 to 8 hours uninterrupted, but when ADH signaling is impaired, your kidney released more fluid than it should. You produce diluted urine and you wake up, and here is where it's become interesting. So when you have night urination, usually you have problems with those ADH hormone. This is something that your doctors never tell you because they never checked those hormones, and this is one of most secret reasons why you have night urination. But I'll give you a couple more very important information about those hormones. ADH does not work in isolation. It is influenced by blood sugar stability, sodium-potassium balance, cortisol level, alcohol consumption, caffeine, aging of hypothalamus, chronic inflammation, and insulin resistance. And the most underestimated disruptor is insulin resistance. In today's modern world, probably more than 50-60% people over 50 years and older have minimum insulin resistance. Probably you have diabetes. And this is one of the major reasons why you have those problems with your night urination. It's going to be insulin resistance or diabetes, and you have night urination. This is all connected with those ADH hormone. Also, when glucose fluctuates in the evening, osmotic pressure changes in the bloodstream, and water follows glucose, and the kidneys must eliminate excess sugar, and water exists with it. This creates nocturnal diuresis even if ADH is present. Another major factor is sodium-potassium imbalance. One of the also main reasons that make you go to pee through the night is going to be those sodium, especially potassium deficiencies. Is also one of the reasons of night urination. Sodium and potassium disbalance, you don't check this, and of course you have night urination. Third, one of the most overlooked problem with your night urination is of course going to be hormone called cortisol. Now let's talk about the cortisol. When sleep is already fragmented, nighttime cortisol rises. Elevated cortisol interferes with ADH release patterns, and this creates a vicious cycle. Poor sleep, high cortisol, weaker ADH, more urination, even worse sleep. And alcohol is one of the stronger ADH suppressors. Even one drink blocks ADH secretion. And this is why alcohol causes frequent urination. It directly disables the water conserving signal, and caffeine has also milder but still significant diuretic effect, especially in sensitive individual over 50. This means if you drink alcohol, you will have night urination even worse. If you drink caffeine 6 to 8 hours before the sleep, you will put yourself in the higher risk for night urination during those nights. In many people over 50, the night rise of ADH becomes blunted. This is strongly connected to metabolic health, not just chronological age. And chronic inflammation, poor sleep patterns, late night eating and blue light exposure can all disturb hypothalamic signaling. And when the hypothalamus is dysregulated, ADH rhythm suffers. Now you see the full picture. Night urination is not just a random, it's signal of disrupted hormonal rhythm, and this is the problem that many of you never heard in your life. And what we need to do right now, we must think how balanced of those disbalanced hormone, especially those ADH hormone, and we can go in very healthy way reduce those nighttime urination. First, we must stabilize evening blood sugar, and this is the foundation. If glucose rises at night, osmotic pressure forces the kidney to eliminate water, regardless of ADH. And what improves stability? No starch or sugar after dinner, no snacking, and moderate protein in the evening, and most calories earlier in the day. In the short, this means I'm going to recommend you try practicing something called intermittent fasting. Eat 2 meals a day in 24 hours, and I'm going to recommend you second meal that you eat each day is going to be closely at night at dinner. Usually I'm recommend that don't eat nothing minimum 4 hours before you go to bed, and this is going to help you with those insulin spikes later in the evening. Second thing is going to be restore electrolyte balance. Your kidney responds to the mineral signal high sodium plus low potassium forced fluid elimination. Increase potassium-rich food during the day like avocado, spinach, zucchini, parsley, and the mineral broths. And use magnesium glycinate 300 to 400 milligrams in the evening. Supports nervous system signaling, which stabilizes ADH response. This is unbelievably important, especially if you have a high sugar later in the evening, you have high cortisol. That means you are chronic stress. One of the easiest way how going to put those hormones down in insulin and cortisol is going to be magnesium. Buy good quality magnesium glycinate. If you had night urination, drink it 1 hour before the sleep. Of course, it's going to help you. Also, eliminate the alcohol at night, and alcohol directly blocks ADH secretion. Even one drink blunts nighttime hormone release. If ADH cannot rise, urine production increases. Removing alcohol alone often reduces night urination dramatically. And stop late fluid overload. Many people drink very little in the morning and overload fluids at night. And this is unbelievably important. Usually, I'm going to recommend you drink those water and good quality drinks. First thing in the morning, maybe at afternoon until noon, but afternoon you drink a lot less water, especially also 3 to 4 hours before the sleep. Try reduce those fluid intake, even if it's water, because if you drink a lot of water or any kind of either fluid later afternoon, you will have night urination a lot worse. Also support hypothalamus function. ADH is controlled by hypothalamus. Chronic inflammation, poor sleep cycles, and insulin resistance stress the brain center. And chronic inflammation is one of the main reasons. What helps restore the function is going to be stable circadian rhythm, morning light exposure, regular meal timing, and lower inflammatory foods. adequate omega-3 intake, and hormonal rhythm improves metabolic stress and decreases. If you want sleep through the night, no alcohol in the evening, no fluids 3 hours before the bed, eliminate night snacking completely and move most protein intake to lunch. Lower evening carbohydrates and increase potassium-rich foods. Take magnesium glycinate and consider therapeutic use of especially vitamin B1. And those like 8 stuff that I tell you right now, it's really going to help you with your night urination, my dear viewers. We must balance our hormones, especially if you have those problems with night urination. You must think how remove risk of night urination by stabilize your sugar, insulin resistance, cortisol levels. Everyone is under stress. Everyone have high insulin in their body, and you of course have night urination. And one of the most more critical mistakes that you make in each day is going to be you have night urination. You think it's your bladder. It's not, and you take a lot of chemical medication for the bladder issues, or take chemical medications for the sleep, or for insulin, or for cortisol, or whatever, and you never think about healthy way of living, natural remedies, and a healthy lifestyle. That's why those night urination is not problem in today's modern world. If you have any kind of problem with night urination, you can seek my consultations from any country in the world, because I personally work for over 26 years with people all around the world. And you can use me. I'm going to give you exactly how we can make your night urination stop, and you can be healthy again. My dear viewers, thank you for following me. God bless you. God bless your family. See you in the next video. Bye bye. My name is Mario. I am European medical professional with over 26 years clinical experience working with the patient all around the world. My core expertise include nutrition, natural medicine, physical therapy, and rehabilitation. Through my MarioLab natural healing programs, I have helped thousands of people every year improve their health, regain mobility, reduce chronic pain and chronic diseases, and restore their quality of life. And those programs may help you as well. If you would like to visit my clinic in person, or if you prefer my personal phone consultations without traveling, my team and I are here to help you. Contact us via Viber or the WhatsApp at the phone number +385 98 9179 200. Your health deserves serious, professional, and individual approach. Thank you for following me. See you next time.